Hello everyone. Today, I will present a topic that is highly relevant in today's globalized business environment, namely international strategic management, competing and sustaining growth in the global marketplace. As businesses increasingly expand beyond national borders, managers must develop strategies that not only help organizations compete internationally but also sustain long-term growth. International strategic management provides the framework for achieving these goals by aligning company resources, capabilities, and objectives with opportunities and challenges in global markets. Let us begin by understanding what strategic management actually means. Strategic management is the continuous process of planning, monitoring, analyzing, and evaluating everything an organization needs to achieve its objectives. It helps businesses determine where they are today, where they want to be in the future, and how they can successfully get there. When applied in an international context, strategic management becomes even more complex. International strategic management focuses on developing and implementing strategies that enable firms to compete effectively across different countries and regions. It guides important decisions such as selecting foreign markets, allocating resources internationally, and responding to rapidly changing global competition. To manage international operations successfully, companies generally follow a strategic management process consisting of 4 major stages. The first stage is environmental analysis. During this stage, companies evaluate both internal and external factors affecting their business. Internal analysis focuses on strengths and weaknesses, while external analysis identifies opportunities and threats. Tools such as SWOT analysis and PESTLE analysis are commonly used to understand market conditions and competitive environments. The second stage is strategy formulation. Here, organizations define their mission, vision, and long-term objectives. They determine which international markets to enter and select the most appropriate business strategy to achieve competitive advantage. The third stage is strategy implementation. Even the best strategy will fail if it is not executed properly. Implementation involves organizing resources, designing structures, building supportive corporate cultures, and ensuring employees work toward common objectives. The final stage is strategy evaluation. Managers continuously monitor performance, measure results, and make adjustments when necessary. Since global markets change rapidly, regular evaluation is essential to maintain competitiveness. One of the most important aspects of international strategic management is understanding the global business environment. A commonly used framework for this purpose is PESTLE analysis. Political factors include government stability, trade regulations, tariffs, and international relations. Political conditions can significantly influence business operations and investment decisions. Economic factors involve inflation rates, exchange rate fluctuations, economic growth, and consumer purchasing power. Economic conditions directly affect business profitability and market demand. One of Samsung's greatest strengths is its ability to balance global consistency with local responsiveness. This combination has enabled the company to compete successfully in diverse markets around the world. Looking ahead, several trends will continue shaping international strategic management. Digital transformation is changing how organizations operate. Cloud computing, digital collaboration tools, and online platforms enable global teams to work more efficiently. Artificial intelligence is becoming increasingly important for forecasting demand, analyzing consumer behavior, and supporting strategic decision-making. Sustainability and environmental, social, and governance principles, commonly known as ESG, are influencing. Social and cultural factors include consumer preferences, cultural values, demographics, and language differences. Companies that fail to understand local cultures often struggle to gain customer acceptance. Technological factors involve innovation, digital infrastructure, automation, and technological advancement. Technology has become a major source of competitive advantage in global business. Legal factors include labor laws, intellectual property protection, taxation policies, and competition regulations. Businesses must comply with different legal systems across countries. Understanding these environmental forces allows organizations to make better strategic decisions and reduce uncertainty when operating internationally. Companies can adopt several international business strategies depending on their objectives and market conditions. The first is the global strategy. This approach emphasizes standardization across markets and seeks efficiency through economies of scale. Companies using global strategies offer similar products worldwide with minimal adaptation. Apple is a good example, as its products maintain a relatively consistent design and customer experience globally. The second is the multi-domestic strategy. Unlike global strategies, multi-domestic strategies focus on adapting products and services to local market needs. Nestlé is a well-known example because it modifies products, flavors, and marketing approaches according to local consumer preferences. The third is the international strategy. In this approach, companies transfer their products and expertise to foreign markets with limited customization. It works well when customer needs are relatively similar across countries. The fourth is the transnational strategy. This strategy combines global efficiency with local responsiveness. Companies attempt to standardize operations where possible while adapting products and marketing where necessary. McDonald's successfully applies this strategy by maintaining a consistent global brand while offering localized menu items in different countries. Regardless of the strategy chosen, businesses must develop competitive advantages to succeed internationally. One common approach is cost leadership. Companies seek to become the lowest-cost producers in their industries by maximizing efficiency and reducing operational costs. IKEA is an excellent example of a company that uses cost leadership to provide affordable products worldwide. Another approach is differentiation. Companies create unique products or services that customers perceive as valuable and are willing to pay premium prices for. BMW, for example, differentiates itself through quality, engineering excellence, and luxury branding. A focus strategy targets specific customer segments or geographic regions. Rather than serving the entire market, businesses concentrate on specialized niches where they can achieve superior performance. Innovation is also a powerful source of competitive advantage. Companies such as Tesla continuously innovate by introducing new technologies and transforming traditional industries. Once a company decides to expand internationally, it must choose an appropriate market entry strategy. Exporting is often the simplest option. Products are manufactured in the home country and sold abroad. Exporting involves relatively low risk but may face transportation costs and trade barriers. Licensing and franchising allow foreign companies to use intellectual property, trademarks, or business models in exchange for fees. This method enables rapid expansion with limited investment but reduces managerial control. Joint ventures involve partnerships between foreign and local firms. By sharing resources, risks, and expertise, companies can gain valuable knowledge of local markets. Foreign direct investment, or FDI, represents the highest level of commitment. Companies establish subsidiaries or production facilities abroad, giving them corporate strategies worldwide. Companies are under growing pressure to reduce environmental impacts and adopt responsible business practices. In addition, organizations are establishing innovation hubs in different parts of the world to access specialized talent, technology ecosystems, and research capabilities. Based on these developments, several recommendations can be made for businesses pursuing international growth. First, organizations should conduct comprehensive market research before entering foreign markets. Understanding local consumers, competitors, and regulations is critical for success. Second, companies should actively manage risks through strategies such as currency hedging, diversification, and political risk insurance. Third, businesses should invest in talent development and intellectual property protection to maintain sustainable competitive advantages. Finally, leaders must develop cross-cultural competencies and embrace continuous learning to effectively manage diverse international operations. In conclusion, international strategic management is a dynamic process that helps organizations compete and grow in global markets. It involves analyzing environments, formulating strategies, implementing plans, and continuously evaluating performance. Successful global companies understand that achieving international success requires balancing efficiency and standardization with flexibility and local responsiveness. As future managers and business leaders, we must develop global perspectives, embrace technological innovation, and build sustainable strategies capable of adapting to an increasingly complex international business environment. Thank you very much for your attention.